In the heart of Los Santos, the city of dreams and nightmares, Mimi found herself standing alone in a rain-soaked alley, clutching a positive pregnancy test. It was a turning point, a defining moment in her life. The father, her boyfriend, had vanished into thin air, leaving her to face the consequences alone. Mimi's story begins as a tale of struggle, an uphill battle against the odds. She was a young woman, barely out of her teens, abandoned and pregnant in a city that showed no mercy. The glitz and glamour of Los Santos could easily mask its unforgiving underbelly. But Mimi was not one to be defeated. She was a fighter. She took her first steps into the world of illicit trade, dealing with substances that could make or break lives. It was dangerous. It was risky. But it was a path she chose for herself and her unborn child, Aiden. Time trickled away, and Mimi found herself becoming a prominent figure in the city's underworld. She built an empire, a legacy. But it was not one she was proud of. It was not one she wanted for Aiden. Yet, when Aiden came of age, he too stepped into the shadowy world his mother had carved out. He was quick to learn, quick to adapt. He was his mother's son after all. The duo, mother and son, climbed the ladder of the city's underworld together. Their names were whispered in hushed tones, respect and fear mingling together. They had it all: power, money, and a life built on the shaky foundation of illegality. But one day, Mimi stood at the precipice of a life-altering decision. She had built an empire, but at what cost? She had secured a future for Aiden, but what sort of future was it? A life of constant looking over the shoulder, a life of fear and uncertainty. Mimi decided then and there it was time for a change. She took a leap of faith, a leap into the unknown. She decided to leave the life of illegality behind, to start afresh. She had the resources, the money, the power. She could build a new life, a clean life for her and Aiden. It was a tough decision, one fraught with risks and challenges. But Mimi was no stranger to risks. She was no stranger to challenges. And so Mimi's journey took another turn. From the rain-soaked alleys of Los Santos to the high-rise luxury apartments, from the underworld to the world of legality, Mimi's story is one of resilience, of courage, and ultimately, of redemption. In the end, Mimi learned some valuable lessons. She learned that life is a constant struggle, but it's the choices we make that define us. She learned that it's never too late to start afresh, to leave the past behind, and most importantly, she learned that the love for her child could drive her to make the toughest of decisions, to take the bravest of steps. Mimi's story is not just a tale of survival in the harsh world of Los Santos. It's a story of a mother's love, a story of redemption, and ultimately a story of hope. A hope for a better future, a hope for a better life, and above all, a hope for a better Los Santos.